Hello and welcome to Capper Comparison Picks recap of all the picks for UFC Vegas 35, where I'm going to discuss all the fights on the Vegas 35 card and the picks that I made throughout the week with all the capper picks. Unfortunately, I usually have a co-host, but BC Dave is on the road, and I tried to find a replacement. I asked, let's see, four, kind of five. I asked four different cappers to join me on this, but the first guy I asked, I'm not going to mention his name, but he said yes on Wednesday, and then all of a sudden today at I don't know, 3:30 Eastern time. I'm in the Eastern time zone. He said he had to work or something, but so he couldn't join me. But I'm not going to mention his name. I don't want to put any shade onto him. He's a good dude, but I think he's fibbing to me. I just think he was unprepared. So I asked E Money. He's not available. He's out doing something. I asked Dev the dude. There's a lot of competition tonight. There's LFA, PFL, Invicta, all that shit's going on. So he said he already made arrangements to watch those cards. So I guess I'm going to be doing this solo, which is fine, whatever. I'd like to have somebody else I can discuss this with, so we can have comparative picks and then come together with my three-leg parlay unbeatable. You know what? I just have to make it with the chat or by myself, because every time I've made the unbeatable parlay with somebody else, it seems like it doesn't really win. But if I make them by myself, it comes through. And I also asked two other cappers. I sent them messages on Instagram. One of them did get back to me and said, unfortunately, he had to work, and another guy just never responded. So be it. I'm solo. But anyway, let's get right into this. All right. I almost drank myself tired. And I drink alone. Yeah, with nobody else. When I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. That's right. It won't be the first time. Okay. So let's get into this card. Okay. The curtain opener is Mana Martinez versus Guido Canetti. Now, already in the beginning, before I made anything, I've already been all over Mana Martinez. The age, Guido Canetti is 41 years old. Mana Martinez, I see you, Dave. I appreciate it. I know you got shit to do. It's all right. And Real MMA News or Real News MMA, I appreciate you too. Maybe you can keep me up. I do have some bets going on for the other things going tonight, because I'm a degenerate. I pretty much just I parlayed some favorites that are wide favorites, and I took some of the long shot underdogs just because today, and during my lunch actually I went and because I live in New York, Saratoga racetrack is open right now. I hit in race 3. I hit exacta. So I came out. I left the bar with money instead of usually spending way too much. Today I actually left positive money, so that's good. So hopefully that vortex of good luck will transfer to my picks here, and like E Money says, I feel a clean sweep. Let me rub my hands together. Feel a clean sweep. But back to this. Okay, Mana Martinez, everybody took him because he is 25. Guido Canetti's 41. And Mana Martinez has all those knockout victories. Where he's got his last fight. This is UFC debut. His last fight was a win TKO round 1 against Jose Johnson. That was in Fury FC. Guido Canetti's coming off a loss against Dana Carral. and that was heel hook round 1. Yeah, Guido Canetti's 2-3 in the last 5, and Mana Martinez is 4-1. So everything's saying, and he's got the height and reach advantage, the age advantage. Everything's saying go for him. However, one little thing I noticed, the weigh-ins, he missed weight. He was the only person in the whole card. Mana Martinez missed weight. I think he missed about like 4 pounds, and he looked like kind of embarrassed. He didn't look sucked out or anything. I think he missed weight, but I think he's gonna one of those deals where they miss weight, but they're gonna use that extra weight to their advantage. I think that's the case here. If anything, I'm gonna increase my confidence on Mana Martinez knocking out Guido Canetti. But don't get me wrong, Guido Canetti did look good on the scales. I'm gonna show you real quick. Everybody took Mana Martinez, if you can see that, which you can because I can. And I took him to get a TKO in round 1. Hey, Otis, how are you? Fellow Vlad mod, you are correct. But you and Dave, you guys, I saw when you put, when you're talking about, remember who's that? The, Graham, the fighters out there, and some, who was it was one of the Welsh guy, the guy from Wales. What's his name? Anyway, I was in that little live stream that Vlad had where you put him in on penalty for like 300 seconds. Hey, Adolf, glad to see you guys. I appreciate all you guys that are in the chat, especially that I'm doing this solo. I thought I was second thinking even doing this at all, but you know what? I love this shit. I love it. So I'm gonna do it. You know, I do it even if there's nobody in the chat, just for me. I'll be talking to myself. So I appreciate you guys to at least give me some little input on these fights. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Mana Martinez should sweep through this guy. I got the odds right here. The most recent odds are, I think they are kind of wide because Mana Martinez is a minus 280. That did go into my favor because in the beginning when I made the video, he was a minus. Look, opened up minus 350, dropped down to minus 325. Now he's a minus 285. I already put him in a parlay. Oh yeah, that's who it was. Dom Jones. Yes, that's who it was. That was great. Oh, Vlad loves it too. Vlad loves banter. He loves when you guys have those little fights in his little chat. Yeah, he loves it. He gets off on that stuff. But anyway, Mana Martinez, I don't see any flaw in his game. He missed weight, but I think it was not on purpose, but it was for his benefit. He's just got more power in his punch now. So I'm gonna prop that out though. I want to open that because I took him TKO round 1. You know me, plus money. You got to see what it is plus money. So Mana Martinez, come on now, don't mess with me now that I got the chat going. Okay, where is it? Open back up. Okay, Mana Martinez TKO round 1 pays. Am I gonna have to use my? No, here it is. TKO round 1 pays plus 200. Not bad. Check that. Straight bet. $10 make you 20. So put that in. Place bet. There you go. Mana Martinez TKO round 1 is a plus 200. Oh, thank you, Griffin Gaming, and thank E-Money. E-Money wanted to be on the show tonight. I asked him. However, he had made previous plans. He's busy. He can't attend. But I appreciate all of his subscribers and fans coming to watch my show. E-Money's straight. He's a good guy. I feel a sweep coming on, guys. I feel a sweep. If I had the MMA gloves, I'd be doing this shit right here. That he loves doing that. But anyways, I know who Ally Quinta is. Who doesn't know who he is? He's great. He's a veteran. He's a top 15 in his division. I'm pretty sure he is. But that's fantastic. Good job, Otis. Wow. So okay. So there's nobody that has an argument for Guido Canetti. We're gonna move right on to the next fight. Pat Sabatini, Jamal Emmers. Now this one is a close one because in my opinion, it seems like everybody, the whole populace, all the cappers, everybody is on Jamal Emmers to win. I'll show you the capper comparison picks as I did for my Monday show. And as you can see, we've got only eBay's and me taking Pat Sabatini. We got the Stat Diggers, that's DFS and his Uncle Weezy. We've got MMA Fortune Teller, Tiger Bomb, those two guys, and the MMA Guru all taking Jamal Emmers. Rightfully so, too. Jamal Emmers is coming off the win against Vince Cachero. His most recent loss is to Giga Chikadze, who's headlining this fight. He's got the height and reach advantage. And if you go back in his previous record, he's beat people like he's beat Corey Sandhagen back in 2017. So this guy fighting out of Pinnacle MMA with Bobby Green is out of there. So pretty boy Jamal Emmers, rightfully so, he should be the favorite. However, my heart lies in Philadelphia with Pat Sabatini. Pat Sabatini's coming off a win himself. It's against Tristan Connolly, who's just Tristan Connolly. It was his UFC debut, and it was a smart IQ fight, but it was a kind of poor fan performance. I'll explain in a minute after I have another sip. Okay. That fight against Tristan Connolly, let's talk about that just shortly. Pat Sabatini, he in his head and in his coach's his cage side, they said, I think pretty much they told him, you won rounds 1 and 2, you should get the decision. So just don't get finished by this guy, and you got it. And that's exactly what he did. He just pretty much ran from him. He didn't run from him literally, but he kept his distance from him so he wouldn't catch that like any crazy kick or punch that would endanger him. And it made for a boring third round where he was very defensive. He didn't want to engage because he knew he already had the thing won, which in Jacksonville, Florida, the first full crowd after COVID. Hey, P. Diz, what's going on, buddy? Pat Sabatini the fans, I think they even booed him. But whatever, man. He won, and he won using his fight IQ. Matter of fact, this dude, Pat Sabatini, from Renzo Gracie, Philly, I told you, he trains with Sean Brady, undefeated Sean Brady, okay? And he's a Cage Fury or CFFC champion. That's the regional scene over in Philly. He's got 14-3 record. Of his 14 wins, 9 of them are by submission. So I'll show you guys again. It was just me solo. Well, me and it's your boy eBay's. I picked Sabatini by submission, as you can see there, and that he's plus 130 back on Monday. Let's open the odds up right now and see what he is right now. Let me confirm that Manny Martinez round 1 bet. And all right, Pat Sabatini it went shitty a little bit. It went to plus 116, so it went down a touch. But you know what? I'm gonna prop it because I did already take him at plus 130 just to win. Now I'm gonna see what he is by submission. Pat Sabatini wins inside the distance. Holy 355. Interesting. Jamal Emmers inside distance plus 355. Both those guys. I'm going to see by method. Okay, Pat Sabatini by submission plus 450. Boom. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on it. Little $5 bet because that's how this night is going. I told you. I hit the ponies. Saratoga, race 3. I hit the boxed exacta. Placed my bet. There we go. 22. Okay, just a sprinkle on these prop bets. So $5 wins me $22.50. Confirm that sucker. Why not? It's like a scratch off, right? So, um, moving on, I guess, because nobody's mentioned Jamal Emmers or Pat Sabatini. But if you were on the side of Jamal Emmers, I don't doubt you. That was my first pick until I started doing some research, man. And even though he had a lackluster performance, he had a win, and I think his fight IQ is better than Jamal Emmers. So moving on, this one is my crazy. Call me an idiot. I don't really care because I've been drinking whatever. But this is JJ Aldrich versus Vanessa Demopoulos. I don't know not a single soul except for one guy from Tiger Bomb. Every single other person, the public, everybody is all over JJ Aldrich. And in the weigh-ins, JJ Aldrich did have she looked great, of course. She does have a little bit of size advantage over Vanessa Demopoulos. But you know what Vanessa Demopoulos has that JJ Aldrich doesn't? A BJJ brown belt from and the thing is, this is another interesting little hot take here, okay? Vanessa Demopoulos, little monster, okay? She's coming off a win against Cynthia Arceo. That was an LFA. Nothing great, but it was a TKO round one. Give her that. Awesome. JJ Aldrich coming off a split decision against Courtney Casey. You know, Courtney Casey's all right. But and JJ Aldrich, it showed in the face-offs, she does have a 4-inch height and a 5.5-inch reach advantage. You can see that in the face-offs. She fights out of Colorado with Rose Namajunas is her main training partner. Here's a little hot take though. Vanessa Demopoulos, she was training out of Black House. That's with Mackenzie Dern is there. But she has since switched camps. Now she is fighting out of Fight Ready. Fight Ready, her main training partner, Tracy Cortez. Tracy Cortez was supposed to fight JJ Aldrich. I don't know why that fight fell out, but you got to think Tracy Cortez was already training to get ready for that fight. Some reason she fell off. I don't know what it was for, but who's going to fight her now? Her training partner, Vanessa Demopoulos. And JJ Aldrich, her takedown defense is not that good. I forget the exact number, the percentage, but she has poor takedown defense. I noted that from listening to a couple cappers, and I have seen her fight before. I mean, she's okay, but she's not top tier. Don't get me wrong, neither is Lil Monster Vanessa Demopoulos, but at plus 250, come on. I got to take that. Hey, Noah Allen, how are you? Long time no seen. No scene. You're the #1 predictor for the UFC over the last 2 cards on tap. Fantastic. Good for you, man. Good for you. I did pretty shitty last week. I went 5-7 last week. But this week, feeling clean sweep, baby. Feeling that clean sweep. So anyway, because of the plus money, I'm going to open that up. I already put a bet on this, so I'm not going to double down or anything. Nothing on the scales caused me to double down. That's the only time I double down is if I see like a poor weight cut or something. But Vanessa Demopoulos plus 325. I only got her at plus 250. I might have to put a little extra on No, I'm not gonna. I also got her in a parlay too. Like I said, the only person on my capper show that took her was one half of Tiger Bomb. There we go. Everybody else all over JJ Aldrich. Only Johnny from Tiger Bomb said submission 2nd round. And me too. I also took, look at down here, guys. Look at Black House. Nope, not no more. Fight Ready. That is also a big deal changer for me. BJJ Brown Belt, Fight Ready, Tracy Cortez. Absolutely. I'm going with that at plus. I took her at plus 250. Now she's a plus 325, I think I just read. And let's do a prop bet on the bitch. I'm sorry. once I start drinking, I start getting loose lips. I gotta watch my language. I have children. So anyway, let's see. Vanessa by submission method. I did good, so I got a little spending money to play around with. Vanessa method by submission is plus 700. Come on, I have $5 bet on that. There we go. Straight bet. It's money. I'll make more, right? $5 win me 35. Place my bet. Confirm. Dwindling away this my available balance. But you know what? If one of these underdog bets pay out 5 for 35, come on, it's great, fantastic. Okay, moving up the card. Next, this is going to be kind of quick because I don't have a partner here, co-host, because Dave's driving somewhere and I couldn't find another one to join me. But next we have, this is a good one too. Dustin Jacoby, the Hanyak, taking on Darren the Dentist Stewart. Now, Dustin Jacoby is the favorite here. When I did the show, he was minus 180. Right now, he is at, man, I gotta keep bringing this crap up. Okay. Yeah, same. It didn't even move. It's still it's a minus 185. Darren Stewart is plus 160. So that the lines are still the same. Dustin Jacoby's coming off a draw against Ian Cutelaba, split decision draw. So but he's undefeated in his last 5. He's 4-0-1. And Darren Stewart, not looking as good. Darren Stewart is 1-3-1 in his last 5 because he had those 2. He had the draw then the loss, both to Eric Anders. The first one, the draw was because Eric Anders' poor fight IQ gave him an illegal knee after he went in, had him up against the cage. But before that, he lost to Kevin Holland. He has a win against Maki Pitolo, but that was it. Before that, he lost to Bartosz Fabinski, and that was in Cage Warriors. So, I mean, Darren Stewart not looking that great. On the scales, they were pretty intense. Dustin Jacoby is bigger than him, and yeah, I'm going to take Dustin Jacoby with even though he is yeah, you were absolutely correct, Noah. Darren Stewart is a hard guy to read, but I'm just going off recency bias with his last performances. And Dustin Jacoby's, he's coming off like let me see what he's before that draw to Ian Cutelaba. He had a unanimous decision against Maxine Grisham. He knocked out Justin Ledet, which that's not nothing. And then before that, he was in the Contender Series where he got a decision against Ty Flores. Before that, he was in SCL. I don't even know what that is, but doesn't matter. He hasn't lost in his last 5. He's streaking. That's what I call streak. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Dustin Jacoby. And you know what, Darren Stewart also, he's been using like I don't know. The draw, or not the draw, but he goes, those unanimous decision losses, like the loss to Eric Anders. If I was in Britain, I would have got that. I only lost that because it was in the U.S. And come on, giving crap excuses like that. Get out of here with that shit. Silky B, how are you, buddy? I appreciate you. Real MMA News, also like in Jacoby. He not that I know of. Stewart, I think he's gonna. I don't know if he doesn't win this, he might have to go back down to middleweight. You know, the only reason he went to light heavyweight is because he was shitty at sucking weight. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do the cardio and what it takes to lose the pounds. His walk around weight is, I'm assuming, is right between 190 and 200. So I don't know what he weighed in today. I think it's I do know what he weighed in. Weighed in at 204. Dustin Jacoby weighed in at 203. So, or 203.5, just a half pound lighter. But anyway, Dustin Jacoby, he doesn't have. I think that's his walk around weight. Darren Stewart, he's just chubbier, like not chubbier, but his walk around weight is less than that. He should be at middleweight, I think. But yeah, after another loss in light heavyweight, I would assume he would move back down to middleweight and move back down to Cage Warriors, where he can fight over in Britain in the regional scene, not worry about judge bias because he's fighting. That's a lame excuse. So anyway, I'll show you the Capper comparison picks. James Lynch, Layton from UFC Gambling Addicts, two of the guys from Perfect Parlay Pursuit, and AJ DeVito all back in. Dustin Jacoby. Pain fight predictions. That's my boy. I don't want to say his name. He doesn't like me calling him that anymore. And we got one of the Perfect Parlay Pursuit guys. Those are the only ones taking Darren Stewart. So I'm going to open up the odds right now and just see what they're at. Dustin Jacoby. Oh, I want to prop it out by decision. That's my pick. Plus money. If it's not plus money, I don't make the bet, right? I already have him, Dustin Jacoby, in a parlay with a couple other people on the page. But let's see. Dustin Jacoby by points plus 140. You know what? That's not even enough plus number for me to place the bet. Like I said, I already got Dustin Jacoby in a parlay. He's kind of a good anchor piece, in my opinion. I think he would beat Darren Stewart 8 out of 10 times if they were to fight. So I'm sticking with him. So let's move. I mean, but it could go the other way, but I don't know. Dustin Jacoby looked better, in my opinion, in the face-offs, and he's just recency bias. He's just, he's doing he's better in the past 5. So let's move on to this next one. Smiling Sam Alvey and the prodigy Wellington Turman. Now this one is interesting because Smiling Sam Alvey, 35 years old, 10 years older than Wellington Turman, and he's double-digit losses, but he's got 49 fights. He's 33-15-1. Wellington Turman's 16-5 and has a suspect chin. Okay, Wellington Turman's coming off. They're both coming off losses. Actually, Sam Alvey, he hasn't won in his at all since like 2018. So I'm gonna pull that up on Tapology just to confirm. Yeah, Sam Alvey is 0-4-1 in his last. But he did, in his defense, he does have that draw against Da Un Jung that should have been his way. That was a robbery. The split decision against Ryan Spann, again, in my opinion, I think he should have won that. Before that, he lost a decision to Klidson Abreu, and before that, he got knocked out by Jimmy Crute. His most recent fight was he got submitted by Julian Marquez. Julian Marquez is decent, but I think tinfoil hat this. I think the UFC might be feeding him a one that he can win because he's edging toward. He's got to be edging toward retirement. It was like in the face-offs, it looked like crow's feet versus acne scars. That's I mean, not to be mean or anything, but Wellington Turman's got. You can see even in his Tapology picture, he's got like acne scars where he used to, when he was younger. Evidently, he had acne. And Sam Alvey's 35, and when he smiles, he's got the smile lines, the crow's feet. I got him. I'm 47, so look, I'm making a stupid smile. See that side of the eye? That's what you call crow's feet right there. It looks like a crow's foot. You get that when you're older. So anyway, Sam Alvey, however, this is the deal here with him. He's got an 82% takedown defense. He's got a good defense. He's got good counter striking. Wellington Turman, he's 2-3 in his last 5. Nothing great. I mean nothing. Yeah, he's got those 2 victories, but let's see who they're over. He lost most recently to Bruno Silva, TKO, ground and pound. Before that, lost to Andrew Sanchez, right cross to ground and pound. Before that, his one win against the Joker, Marcus Perez. Okay, before that, lost to Carl Roberson, split decision. Not a bad loss, I guess. And before that, he beat somebody in future MMA, Marcio Alexander Jr. Never heard of him. But what he does have going for him, the Brazilian is 10 years younger, and he's Brazilian fighting out of Galo Ribeiro team. So you got to think the dude must have some sort of BJJ, but I don't know. I'm going with the underdog, smiling Sam Alvey, because this is your future, man. I hope not. I don't care if it is. I love my life. I love life. I love my family. I love my job. I love doing this YouTube UFC stuff. I love it. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. Smiling Sam Alvey, I don't think he's really destined to be that much further in the UFC. So I think they're kind of UFC is kind of feeding him Wellington Turman. They want him to go out, when he does finally go out. He's a fan favorite. Smiling Sam Alvey. Even with his losses, people like to see him. So I think they're feeding him a win. And Wellington Turman, I'm not taking nothing away from the guy, the prodigy, but he is suspect with a kind of a glass in. I think he's going to get a counter strike, and from Sam Alvey, it's going to put him down. I'm taking Sam Alvey within distance. Hey Nora, what's going on, baby? I'm going to show you the thing right here. Wellington Turman had more people take him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 taking Turman, and only 1, 2, and me. And the two MMA experts, AJ DeVito, that's a lean. He took. It was one of those. If I have to take a side, I guess I'll take. Gun to head, I'll take Sam Alvey. But I'm gonna see what he is within distance. I like smiling Sam Alvey. I'm not doing like a Clint from Die Hard simp just because he's a ginger. None of that stuff. But let's see what the odds are for Sam Alvey within distance. It should be nice because he's already the underdog here. Sam Alvey. The odds went. He's a minus number now though for overall. He's at a minus 102. So money's been coming in on him over the week because of cappers like Clint and stuff taking him. I guarantee that's why money's been coming in. Let's see what he is by submission. I can get some plus money on, or not submission, within distance. Fighter wins inside the distance, Sam Alvey, plus 275. See, now that's worth a $5 straight bet. Sprinkle. That's what $5 to me is a quarter of a unit. 1 unit to me is $20. 2% of my bankroll. A half a unit, $10. So $5 is a sprinkle or a quarter unit. So $5 will win me 14. Place my bet. Confirm. It's just fun gambling. You know what I mean? You're right. I should have bet the KO, but I just took it within distance because I don't know how he's going to do. Let's see what the KO prop is for Noah anyway. Smiling Sam Alvey by KO. Plus 375. Oh no. Plus 300. It went down. Wellington Turman is plus 375 for KO. That's weird. But anyway, moving on. I've just taken Sam Alvey to win. I think I didn't take him singly, but I put him into a parlay with Dustin Jacoby and the guy who I think is going to win this next fight between Abdul Razak Al-Hassan, Judo Thunder, and Alessio Di Sirico. I think this is the deal. Abdul Razak Al-Hassan, first of all, in the face-offs, Alessio Di Sirico, a bigger guy. I don't know how many inches. I didn't write down how many inches he has on him, but he's a bigger guy. He's coming off a round 1 head kick win over Jaquin Buckley. Jaquin Buckley had that super knockout of Impa Kasangane. Remember, it's like knockout of the year. Now, Alessio Di Sirico, stopped that hype train real quick with a head kick in round 1 against Joaquin Buckley. And but Abdul Razak Al Hassan, he's coming off a loss to Jacob Malkoun. Now, Jacob Malkoun, don't get me wrong, I know he's like the main training partner with Bobby Knuckles, with Robert Whitaker. However, he's not really, he's more of like a coach trainer more than he is a fighter. Yes, correct. At the moment, Joaquin Buckley is better than Al Hassan. This after what happened, Abdul Razak Al Hassan was like prospect, real deal. Oh, knockout. I think all his wins are by knockout in the first round, I believe. But then the allegations messed his life up, and he has not been the same. His head's not in the game anymore. I mean, after that incident, it kind of, it messed his whole MMA career up. He's not the same fighter. I don't know if it's he needs to see some like psychiatric help to get past that. I think he's on a 3-fight losing streak. He's missed weight. Not today. He didn't today. But the past 3 fights that he lost, I think he missed weight on every single one of those fights. And coincidentally, those 3 losses happened right after the allegations, which turned out to be fake, false allegations. Hopefully, his coaches over at Fortis MMA were able to get his psyche, his mental back into the game, and hopefully he could turn things around. But my money is going with the Italian here in Di Chirico. They were both pretty intense in the face-offs. In the Capra comparison pick show, only Luke and Dan from Perfect Parlay Pursuit, they were the only ones to take Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Everybody else, James Lynch, Layton, MMA experts, Ann Payne, everybody, KO, everyone's taking Di Chirico. I too am taking Alessio Di Chirico by knockout in the second round. Yeah, that's, you know what? You're probably right. That's probably why he missed those last 3 fights, and now he's fighting at middleweight. Was he welterweight? I don't even know. But anyway, the face-offs here, Di Chirico, much bigger guy. I mean, Abdul Razak Al Hassan is thicker. He's got like an extra layer of mass on him, but Di Chirico's taller. He's got nice lean muscle structure, and I think he's gonna knock Abdul Razak. Not the first round. First round, I think he's gonna play it smart, keep his distance, because he knows Razak Al Hassan, that's his path to victory, is knockout first round. But if he can manage to get through the first round, Al Hassan should probably gas out like he always does. And when he gasses out, it's Di Chirico's fight to have. And I think he's going to get the KO second round. I'm going to see what Bet Online has that propped at. We've got okay. We got Di Chirico right now is a minus 235. That is disgusting. Abdul Razak Al Hassan is a plus 200 just to win. Now we're going to open this up and okay, what did I say? Di Chirico KO round 2. So if I round method and round bet it, Di Chirico round 2 KO plus 900. It's worth a $5 bet. Straight bet. It's worth a $5, a quarter of a unit. $5 wins me 45 if he knocks him out in the round 2. Confirm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I might even copy paste that sucker. Copy. Paste. Okay. Chat. And stick it up there. Di Chirico round 2 by KO, DKO plus 900. Risk $5, win 45. Absolutely. All right. So, and I did parlay that whole sheet there. So I've got Di Chirico, Sam Alvey, and Dustin Jacoby. I already made the bet. I'm not going to pull up and see what the odds are, but I believe there were. Oh, I can pull it up. Let me see. just real quick. Okay, Dishirico. Where is it? Okay, right here. Okay, it's plus 350. Plus 350 on those if you parlay those three together. Because there's two big favorites on that. So anyway, moving on. Next, we've got, are we still in the prelims? Nope. Here we go, main card. Opening the main card, the curtain jerker for the main card. We've got Mahmoud Muradov taking on GM3 Gerald Meerschaert. Now this one, the odds are crazy out of control. Just too ridiculous. Just unreal. I know when I did the show, they went from opened up around minus 430 for Mahmoud Muradov, a plus 320 for Gerald Meerschaert. Okay. And then let's see what they are now. Because when I did the show, it jumped up. Mahmoud Muradov was a minus 625. Let's see what he is now. I think he's right around. I think it even went up even more, which would be crazy. Wow, Mahmoud Muradov minus 800. No, sir. Gerald Meerschaert plus 500. Just because the odds are stupid, ridiculous like that, I might sprinkle a quarter unit on Gerald Meerschaert because for tapology reasons, I'm definitely picking Muradov to win with every full capper consensus. Everybody else, I took him TKO round 2. I bet you that. Let's see if that's a plus number. Probably not even that is a plus number because he's a minus 800. But if you pick the round, the gamblers like that because it's hard to pick the exact round. So, okay, Mahmoud round 2 by knockout plus 525. Plus money. Gerald Meerschaert just to win though is plus 500. And the weigh-in, Gerald Meerschaert looked decent. What's the ages here? 33, Mahmoud Muradov 31. But the thing is, everybody's on the hype train called Mahmoud Muradov because Mahmoud Muradov, he's on a 14-fight win streak, all right? And the Uzbeki fighter is he's got the support of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather said he's a big supporter of Mahmoud Muradov. I think he's on Team Cash Money. Like he works out and stuff with Floyd Mayweather. I could be wrong on that, but I heard that he's like Team Cash Money. Like he's part of that whole Floyd Mayweather clique. Like, Gerald Meerschaert though, I mean, he's coming off a win though against Bartosz Fabinski, who by guillotine round 1. So you can't take anything from Gerald. I don't know why. I do know why. Muradov is just clearly much more hype and everything, but I did when Gerald Meerschaert was only a plus 450. Now he's a plus 500. I did put a quarter bet on him already, a quarter unit, just because I did the 2 biggest dogs on the card. I put him and the next fight, Mikhail Gilmore, anyway, whatever. But everybody, like I said, everybody and their brother is all over Mahmoud Muradov, as you can see. Not a single soul. E-Money's there, King of Crackdowns, Hype Check, MMA podcast, Pick'ems podcast, Burt MMA, SE UFC, all those guys. Not a single soul taking Meerschaert. Even all the other cappers that I watched, I don't know, not a nobody. What? Floyd paid this guy millions already? Really? I believe it. He can afford to. That blows me away. Wonder what Tapology says, because they put their how much they've earned if you open up earned through UFC anyway. And Tapology, let's just see if they have anything written. Tapology says $100,000 career disclosed earnings for Makhmed Muradov, $100,000 fighting out of the Czech Republic. And look at that, 14 fight win streak. But look at the people he's fought though; they're all XFN, Octagon. You know, he beat Alessio Di Chirico and he beat Trevor Smith. That was his and Andrew Sanchez. Those are his 3 wins in the UFC. Before that, he was in these lesser promotions against people that I've never heard of. Tato Primera, Night of Warriors 15. What is that? What, you know what I mean? Back to the O2 Arena, David Ramirez. You know, it's just I'm not going to call him cans because some of these guys have decent records, but the promotions that he was in, he didn't until he got to the UFC, he didn't really fight anybody with a name. And then we got to the UFC, he beat Alessio Di Chirico, who we just discussed, and he beat Trevor Smith, who was, Trevor Smith, nothing great. And Andrew Sanchez, once again, 12-5, nothing spectacular. But he did it in spectacular fashion by flying knee and punches in round 3. Good on him. Anyway, for Tapology reasons, I'm picking Makhmed Muradov. I'm not going to put a bet on this fight at all. I got Makhmed in a parlay, but I did take Mearshart on a hedge bet, a sprinkle hedge bet. But I'm not making any more further bets on this fight just because low-key, I'm kind of secretly hoping Gerald Mearshart gets the win. But, yeah, I can't take him, not against this dude, this guy that's backed by Floyd Mayweather. Check his Instagram. He's got a car club. I bet he does. This dude, I don't know. That's good for him. Good for him. No, is that true? Burt and MMA. Burt is like, what is he, 15 or something? Burt and MMA Genie have beef. What's that about? I thought MMA Genie has beef with James Lynch. Last I heard, he was saying he was a hypocrite and and oversensitive. What's his beef with Burt MMA? Just do you know any more details about that? Just curious. Does anybody know about that? I love handicapper drama. Good stuff. See, now this is where I go refill my beer and have Dave discuss a little bit of fights. Now I can't. It's a live stream, so I guess I'm gonna have to suffer. Nora, can you go into the mudroom fridge and get me a can of beer, please? Just one. Okay, whatever. What's this say? Same guy invited them both to interview as Tom. It got awkward and Burt left. Huh. Who was the guy that invited them both to an interview? I'm interested in this. I love this stuff. As you're trying to fill that information, let me move. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another beer because now my daughter's asking my wife.
How many beers have you had?
None.
Okay.
Sweet. I'm good. Okay. Oh, XTIC. You know what? That's his name is Andre, I think, or or Elijah or something like that. He's got a bull as his logo, right? Am I right? I think I've seen him on Mr. Arkansas. I've never seen his face, but I've seen that bull logo with the XTIC. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. That's interesting that they even. Maybe I should have asked Bert to come on this show tonight. He probably would have. I don't think MMA Guru would. He's too big for me. Bert's cool though. Bert always like MMA Guru. Every time I post something like, "Hey man, I used your picks for Capricorn," nothing. No, not a comment. Nothing. Not even a heart. Not even a like or nothing. Bert comments back. He's like, "Thank you, appreciate it." Gives me the heart when I put it on his page, and all that good stuff. Bert would totally have. I should have asked him. But anyway, I'm doing fine by myself as long as Nora comes with my beer. But anyway, yeah, the bull. That's right. Thank you, Noah. Thank you. I'm so glad you're in this room. Okay, where was I? All right, we just talked about going to be the murder of Gerard Mearshart.
Which ones are
They look like this. Okay.
they? Did you leave that overnight?
In the cream. This is an old can. This has been here.
Ew.
I know, right? Ew.
And you tell me to put my garbage away.
All right, I'll do it. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Can you do it for me, please? Thank you. Okay, next we've got another murder. There's a double homicide. We got Andre Petrosky taking on Mikhail Gilmore. I say Mikhail because he spells Michael weird. He spells it Micheal, which every other Michael I know that has that name spells it Michael. So that's oh man. Okay. So Andre Petrosky is he's coming off a loss to a guy named Aaron Jeffries in the LFA. Okay. This is one of those Ultimate Fighter fights in the regular season. Andre Petrosky, he got did he get submitted or UFC? Oh, he got he got submitted by Brian Battle, round 2. Michael Gilmore got what happened to him? He got knocked out, didn't he, or something? I forget. I want to say he got knocked out. Thank you, sweetie. He got knocked out by somebody. But outside the UFC, Andre Petrosky lost to Aaron Jeffrey, LFA. Michael Gilmore's coming off a win in WXC, whatever that is, against Perry Stargell. But if you pull up Tapology, interesting fact, Michael Gilmore, who everybody, I'll even show you, again. Yep. Bring your body bags, bring your hearses. Double homicide, the beats and the verses. Double homicide, Michael Gilmore and Gerald Mearshart. Everybody's taking Petrosky. I also picked them submission round 1. However, I want to play a little bit of contrarian devil's advocate, if you will. Michael Gilmore in the weigh-in face-offs, he was a bit bigger. He was the bigger guy, the gentleman Michael Gilmore. And if you look at his amateur records, boom, a win over Chaos, the Fighter Williams. Chaos Williams, unanimous decision. That was in 2014. Yes, it was a while ago, but nonetheless, it was still a win. You can't take that away from him. And I know it was an amateurs, but still, you can't take that. He can always go, hey, I fought that guy, and I beat that guy. And he can say that to Chaos Williams. However, it's just I'm just throwing that out there. I still don't think I don't think he's gonna have enough to beat Andre Petrosky. However, I did sprinkle a quarter unit on Michael Gilmore, because he's at plus. He was. I did it when he was at plus 400, I think. But now I want to. Yeah, still didn't move. He's plus 400. Petrosky's minus 600. What a chalky fight that is. But like I said, and the rounds the total rounds is set at 1.5. Over might be good on that. Over is plus 140 to go over 1.5 rounds. That might be easy money. I think it's gonna. I think if Michael Gilmore does lose, I think he's gonna lose in the second round. But I heard he's got 0 takedown defense. He's got the worst takedown defense that anybody's ever seen. I heard it's non-existent, and like a high school wrestler could probably double leg takedown him. Just say if the guy's at 185 pounds anyway. But I don't know how true that is because I didn't watch Ultimate Fighter. I don't know how this guy Michael Gilmore fights. I'm just going by what the cappers say and by what I saw in the weigh-ins and face-offs. So in the weigh-ins and face-off, Michael Gilmore is bigger. Just saying, he's a bigger guy. However, Andre Petrosky, 100% finish rate. He's a Art of War middleweight champ. Art of War is like another Philadelphia regional scene. So you can't, I can't go against that. I'm taking Andre Petrosky all day here. You know what? I'm not a big fan of them either. However, I do like I like one of them we're going to get to very soon because I'm taking the underdog, and I'll explain when I get there. But yeah, the Ultimate Fighter fight, I don't know. That should have been a separate thing. But whatever, it is what it is. Sometimes the Ultimate Fighter main events come out to be battles, like legendary. Stephen Bonner, Forrest Griffin. That one is legendary. But there's sometimes, but we'll see. This one is kind of all messed up because they don't even have these guys. They shouldn't even be in it. Both these guys shouldn't. I mean, Petrosky got submitted, and Michael Gilmore got knocked out. Both these guys, I don't even know why, and I don't know why it's on the main card. If anything, put it on the prelims, right? Let's move up to a real fight. Now, the next fight, potential to be fight night. We got Motown Phenom Kevin Lee taking on D-Rod Daniel Rodriguez. Now, this one is going to be a banger. This one, I'll show you real quick the capper comparison picks. Tie, and I'm going with D-Rod by decision. So I was the tiebreaker, but as you can see, there's your boy Bert. Bert said Kevin Lee by decision. Podcast Pick'em said by decision for Kevin Lee. Hype check Kevin Lee. D-Rod, we got SE UFC predictions. E-Money and King of Crackdowns taking D-Rod. I was a tiebreaker, and I'm taking D-Rod as well, and I'm going to explain why. D-Rod's 15-2, right? His last fight, or his last loss was against Nicholas Dalby, and that was a robbery. Nicholas Dalby should not have won that. He's 4-1 in his last 5. That one loss to Nicholas Dalby, he should be 5-0 in his last 5, in my opinion. I watched that fight. I had money on D-Rod. I was salty after they gave that win to Nicholas Dalby, that undeserved win. And D-Rod's got a 4-inch height advantage. He fights out of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu with Coach Eddie Bravo. D-Rod, I'm on him. I'm confident too. Kevin Lee, though, don't get me wrong. Kevin Lee comes out of TriStar Gym. That's up in Canada. He's got Faraz Sahabi. He's coming off loss, though, to Dubronx Charles Oliveira. Guillotine, round 3. He has a win against one of my boys, though, Gregor Gillespie. And he has a win against the headliner, Edson Barboza. In his last 5, though, he is 2-3. So if you have recency biased, Kevin Lee's not looking too hot his last 5. I'm going to pull up his Tapology real quick. Yeah, he's got the 3-inch reach advantage, but he's got the height disadvantage. Okay, main card, Kevin Lee, D-Rod. Let's see. Yeah, Ally Quinta. Where's Otis? Kevin Lee lost to Ally Quinta. And RDA, he lost to Rafael Dos Santos by submission. And most recently, I told you he lost to Dubronx. So pretty much, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be close, but that's why I think Daniel Rodriguez is going to edge out the victory via decision unless it's a robbery. I don't think he can finish him. I don't think you finish Kevin Lee, but Kevin Lee is D-Rod's game for a decision victory, in my opinion. And he's the underdog. Let's see what his odds are as of recently. Did I just read that? Oh, yeah, he's still an underdog. He's plus 125. Kevin Lee's a minus 145. Now I'm going to, with my pick of decision, let's see what he is win by points. Okay, D-Rod. Daniel Rodriguez by points plus 375. Oh, you know what? I already bet it. I bet it earlier this week. I bet it at plus. I wrote it down too because I printed out the thing and everything. I bet it at plus 450. That's right. Already done. Already done. I don't have to bet it again. Good. Good on me, Ranj. Good on you. But yes, that Emmers fight. That's a good point. No, you're on the ball tonight. You're on point. Yeah, when in doubt, take the dog. If it's a coin flip fight and you're not sure who's going to win, go with the plus money. That's where the value is, right? That's my opinion. Anyway, all these, because this one and this one are so high chalky, I parlayed these three and it pays out like plus two something. Nothing great. It's not. All right, I'll pull it up and see what it is. I have my pending bets, pending wagers. Man, I got a lot of pending wagers. Let's see. We got there it is. What a murder. Oh, it's plus 213. Plus 213 for Murdov, Petrosky, and D-Rod. But I'm a man of my word, and I say I bet every show. This full show is a parlay. All that together plus 213. And now let's move to the main events. First, we got these two tough fights, the two Ultimate Fighter Championship, Tournament Championship fights. Let's start with the Bantamweight Championship. This one is the one I do like because we got Ricky Turcios. Is that how you say it? Turcios. In my show, I kept saying turquoise. That is totally not how you say it. But the C, I didn't know if that was a hard C or a soft C. I didn't know. But it's Turcios. Ricky Turcios. Hadouken. Taking on Brady. High stand. Bam, bam. Okay. Ricky Turcios is coming off a win in the tournament. He beat Ludwig Shalinian by unanimous decision. But outside the tournament, he's coming off a win against some guy in Fury FC named Caleb Petrit by armbar round 2. Okay, Brady Highstand now this is what got me. Thank you, Brady time. This is what got me. Brady Highstand beef outside the tournament. His opponents have a combined record of 1-24. Yeah, that's what I heard, and I think you can even verify that on Tapology. Let's pull it up. I'm going to pull him up. Brady Highstand right here. He's 5-1 as a pro, and if you take those 5 wins, okay, 0-2, 0-0, 0-4, 0-6, 1-12. So yeah, they're right. 1-24 is the combined opponent record for Brady Highstand. However, in the tournament, in the house, in the Ultimate Fighter, he fought this guy Josh Reddinghouse, he was like a favorite on the show. Like he was expected to go far. He took him down 6 times. 6 times he took this guy Josh Reddinghouse down. And then he ended, I don't know if he won. I didn't write down how he won. I suppose I could pull up tournaments. Somebody has to know. How did Brady Highstand beat Josh Reddinghouse? What was the method of victory? Did he submit him, knock him out, or was it decision points? I don't know. But he did knock out Vince Murdoch. I did write that one down. And that was the fight after Josh Reddinghouse. And Vince Murdoch, from what the cappers have said, he was already almost in the UFC, like very close to being in the UFC. And another thing, Brady Highstand fights out of Sick Jitsu in Spokane, Washington with who's he training with? Michael Chiesa fights out of Sick Jitsu. I don't know if he trains with him directly, but I know Michael Chiesa is part of that gym. And Brady Highstand is a BJJ brown belt. He's 22. He's a hot prospect, and he looked great at the weigh-ins. He looked phenomenal on the scales. Face downs, he was looking right intense. Ricky Turquoise or Tertios, I gotta stop calling him Turquoise. To Ricky Tertios looked kind of like I don't know. He didn't look like he didn't have that intensity look to him. You know what I'm saying? However, Ricky Tercios does fight out of Gracie Baja Woodland. That is Alex Moreno, Great White, Alex Moreno's gym. And before that, he used to fight out of Alpha Male. I show you the capper comparison picks. Big time people were on Tercios. There's Vlad in there, UFC. However, Vlad said in Bulgaria or Serbia, where he lives, no access to watch Ultimate Fighter. So he went purely by stats. He never watched any tape. We had Greedo, Prediction Guru, Dev the Dude, and his buddy Cell, and both the brothers from Fight Night Picks. Pub Sports Radio, Clint, all those guys taking Ricky, but taking Brady. UFC Bro Picks, and very confident. And Bleed, what's going on? Bleed MMA also taking Brady. What swung me, I was on the fence for a while. Originally, it was taking Ricky, but then when I watched UFC Bro Picks, he explained how Ricky in the house, even though he beat these guys in the house, he was taken down by much lesser wrestlers. He won those fights. However, Brady is way better than the dudes that were taking Ricky Tercios down. And if he took down Josh Reddinghouse 6 times, I think his wrestling is going to prevail here. I'm taking the plus money underdog, Brady Highstand. That's right. Yeah, I know. He says he does it for his subscribers, which he doesn't do it for me, that's for sure. Eves Edwards started Sick Jitsu. I have no idea. I don't know if that I don't know, Silky. I don't know. But yeah, the whole watch me sleep. It's just weird, man. That's just weird. And you know what? It's people like were in the chat saying, "Oh, sleep, my sweet prince, rest well," or something. It's just weird. I'm like, man, what does he have? He should get maybe a OnlyFans thing. I don't know. Go sleep on there or something. You guys want to watch me sleep? No. No, I don't want to just sleep. You don't watch me sleep, it'll be a snore fest. Like literally, you'll hear me snoring the whole night. My wife elbows me all the time. Hey, you're snoring. Wake up, you're snoring. Turn over. They got to turn over. And then, anyway. Anyway, I know. No, I know. They are. That's what I was just saying. People are watching him, and they're saying stuff like, "Sleep, my sweet prince, sleep." I know. Oh, cheers to Vlad and his watch me sleep videos. I only watched maybe 3 minutes of one, and I was like, "What the hell am I watching here?" But at least the chat is somewhat active. There's like, for real, the chat while he's sleeping, it seems like it's more active sometimes during his like training videos and stuff. They're always like, I don't know, they're talking amongst each other. It's just weird. I don't know. It's like a Discord chat room. But in the background, we got Vlad sleeping and turning and tossing, and like he whimpers and he makes little weird noises and stuff. And I only picked that up in the 3 to 5 minutes that I watched them. You all right, Nora? So, all right, we're off that one. I'm taking Brady as a sub. I liked him in the face-offs. I like that he's a better wrestler, and I like that he's got a BJJ brown belt from Sick Jitsu. All those things, despite his opponent's records up outside the tournament, I like Bam Bam Brady high stand here. I'm gonna, just since we're on the fight, I'm gonna see what his odds are on Bet Online. Maybe I don't have a bet on him straight. I have him in a 3-leg parlay, but I want to see what he is straight by submission, because that's what I picked. So Brady, come on, where is he? Brady high stand plus 130 right now, just to win plus 130. Ricky Tertios minus 150. Brady high stand by submission plus 650. That is Sick Jitsu 650. That's a sign. I gotta bet that. Just a quarter. If I do prop bets, it's like a $5 prop bet, and there's usually some crazy odds like this, 650. $5 win me 32.50. Place my bet, my friend. Confirm that sucker. Let's go, Brady high stand. Let's get that submission victory over Hadouken. Come on, Bam Bam. Okay. Next, we've got the middleweight Ultimate Fighter Championship Tournament champ. These are for like 6-digit contracts. Am I right? It should be 7-digit contracts, but UFC, they're lucky it's not a 5-digit contract, but 6-digit contracts for these guys. And this one's messed up because Gilbert Urbina, he shouldn't have been there. It should be Tayshawn Gore. And Tayshawn Gore was the huge favorite. He was supposed to run all over Brian Battle. From John Morgan. He did not. But you know what? John Morgan has a team of, I don't know if they're directly from him, but John Morgan has these trolls, because I'm a mod over in Vlad's live stream. Like I don't never ban anything. I don't ban people or kick people out of the chat or none of that stuff. But he gave me mod privileges so I can see. Like, he'll delete stuff, and you can, if you're a mod, you can read what he deleted. And there's trolls in there like that come in and they'll type like John Morgan will crush you. Your fighting style sucks. Delete. He'll delete it, but I can still read it, and I just giggle to myself. It's humorous because there's the whole. John Morgan does have trolls. I don't know if hey, go bug Vlad from UFC Celebrity Classics, but there's trolls that keep talking smack to Vlad regarding John Morgan. It's fun. It's awesome. But John Morgan directly has never said anything about fighting Vlad. If he ever does, that's going to give Vlad popularity points, and he'll earn more followers, guaranteed. But anyway, let's get back to the fight at hand. We got Brian Battle, Pooh Bear. He's the one that he submitted Andre Petrosky, round 2 submission. He fights out of Highest Stand MMA in Charlotte, North Carolina, which I don't know anybody on that Tapology list. Gilbert Urbina, though, this is the kicker. Gilbert Urbina he's the third Urbina brother that's been on the Ultimate Fighter. His brothers Hector and Eli were on the Ultimate Fighter in the past, and both of them obviously didn't make it through. They're not in the UFC. So this is the one Urbina brother that might be able to do it. However, his when he got knocked out by Tresean Gore I didn't watch Ultimate Fighter, but I heard Tresean Gore knocked him down with a jab 4 times before he knocked him out. Like knockdown by a jab, not even hooks or uppercuts, just straight jabs. That's what I heard. But if you look at his outside the tournament, outside the house, the outside tough fights, his one loss. He's got one loss outside of the Ultimate Fighter, and it's a unanimous decision loss to Sean Brady in the LFA. Unanimous decision. Sean Brady usually finishes people. This guy, Gilbert Urbina, went all the way with him. Now, I know Brian Battle is the favorite, and he should be. However, Clint today Clint on his undefeated program. He does like a after the weigh-in thing too. Clint said Brian Battle was supposed to get run over by Tresean Gore. So people are saying, like, people are assuming Tresean Gore and Brian Battle are like even. Like Brian Battle has just as strong punches, but that is not true. Brian Battle is not Tresean Gore. And that's how the casual bettor or the non studying UFC fan is looking at Brian Battle. Oh, he's got a cool name, Battle, or Pooh Bear, whatever. He got outside the tournament, he's got a win over Ben Fowler, rear naked choke, some Kentucky regional. And the dude, he made it to the finals and he might win the entire thing. But Gilbert Urbina plus 150, there might be time to put a sprinkle hedge bet on that too. Let's see what Tapology has to say, or not Tapology, Bet Online has to say about Gilbert Urbina. Yeah, all these events. Okay, Gilbert Urbina, right? Where is it? Oh, okay. Is it plus 160? Plus 160. I already have Brian Battle in a parlay because, as you can see, here's the capper consensus. Everybody, except for Greedo, everybody else took Brian Battle. Bleed, Pub Sports Radio, Clint, Vlad, Prediction Guru, UFC Bro Picks, Fight Night Picks, Devin Sell. Only Greedo from Greedo Plays is the only one taking Gilbert Urbina by decision. And I even took Brian Battle. However, today during the face-offs, Gilbert Urbina looked game, and Brian Battle looked nonchalant. He looked, I don't know. That's why, yes, Noah. I think I might have to sprinkle a little bit on the dog. Like I said, I already put Battle in a parlay, but that's why they call them hedge bets. This is going to hedge that. If I take Gilbert Urbina, I think I might. I don't know. I don't know the method, though. I don't know how he's going to win it. Battle, yeah, exactly, Pete is. Battle by decision. But I'm going to stick with that. Why go against it? Why hedge when I'm not confident? Here, you want this? There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with my pick, Brian Battle, but I would not be surprised in the bit if Gilbert Urbina, if he was like plus 200, I'd take him. but plus 150 is just not. It's like, I don't know. I'm not risky enough, not good enough to put my risk on it. Let's get to the main event now. How long? About hour and 19 minutes. Not bad. Let's get to the main event, and then we're gonna go and you guys in the chat and me. We're gonna come up with our most confident picks and make a killer. We're gonna make two 3-leg parlays that should kill this. Okay. First, let's cover main event. Now, this one is a good one. This, aside from Kevin Lee and D-Rod, this is my contender for fight of the night right here. We've got Junior Edson Barboza taking on the Ninja Giga Chikadze. Second Ninja, by the way. The first Ninja was that old guy that's Guido Canetti. He's also a ninja. But we're going to take the Georgian Ninja Giga Chikadze. This is let's see what the odds are, because you know what, they opened up at minus 105 for Barbosa, minus 115 for Chikadze, and they flipped. Now Edson Barboza is the favorite at minus 122. Giga Chikadze is the underdog at plus 102, just a very slight underdog here. So I'm going to discuss these guys. Edson Barboza is coming off a beautiful win against Shane Burgos, KO round 3. However, he is 2-3 in his last 5. I'm going to pull up his Tapology so I know what the hell I'm talking about. And Giga Chikadze is coming off a win against his best opponent that he had in Cub Swanson. Okay, let's look at first. And Giga Chikadze is on an 8-fight win streak. Let's look at these fighters that he's fought, though. Cub Swanson, like I said, probably the best opponent on this list. Jamie Simmons, Afro Samurai, I don't think he's in the UFC anymore. Omar Morales, he is in the UFC. I suppose that's one you can hang your hat on. That's pretty good. Erwin Rivera, 9-4. Now he's 9-5. So Jamal Emmers, and as Noah or somebody in the chat said, that was a robbery. Jamal Emmers should have potentially got the win there. Then before that, Brandon Davis, he's mediocre. You know, he's okay. And before that, just nobodies. We got 0-1 Damian Manzanares. CJ Barnes, 2-31. This guy, 2-31. That's disgusting. He lost to Austin Springer. And that was in Dana White's Contender Series. And before that, it's not even why bother even talking about it. I'm gonna see if I just know any of these names, and I don't. A lot of kickboxing fights here, a lot of kickboxing bouts, and that's from what Capper's saying. That's the way it's gonna go. He's gonna bring it to the clinch and do some kickboxing. He trains out of King's MMA with the likes of Marvin Vittori and Rafael Dos Santos. Edson Barboza trains out of ATT, American Top Team, with the likes of all sorts of dudes. So you really can't, you can't take the training facility to heart in any reason. So we got the Georgian taking on the Brazilian. Oh, I wanted to see Edson Barboza. Now listen to his resume of fighters who he fought. What you got going on?
And the fight color when I went on YouTube, I saw the live stream.
The what?
The live stream you're doing.
Live stream I'm doing? Oh, that's neat. Okay, Edson Barboza he's beat Shane Burgos. He beat Makwan Marconi. That's Mr. Finland. Then he lost to, listen to this, Dan Ige, awesome. Paul Felder, known. Justin Gaethje, awesome. He beat Dan Hooker. Lost to Kevin Lee, like I mentioned earlier. He lost to Khabib, who doesn't. He beat Beneil Dariush. He beat Gilbert Melendez. He beat Anthony Pettis. He lost to Tony Ferguson. He beat Paul Felder. So look at how far all these names all the way till 2000. and 13. I know all these names right up to Donald Cerrone's the last. After him, I don't know the rest of these guys. Rafaelo Oliveira and Lucas Martins. I don't know any of those, but still, the last, I don't know, 10, 12, who, look at all these last opponents, all have a name to them. Whereas you look at Giga Chikadze, 3 of his opponents have a name to him. You know what I mean? So I'm with you, Silky. I got Barboza. Well, I don't have him inside distance. I have him winning by decision. Vlad's not on here. These guys don't care about kitties. Just Vlad does. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go with Edson Barboza. It could happen within distance, but I think I got him winning by decision. I think he's gonna outpoint Giga Chikadze, and yeah, I think I like Barboza here. I'm not sure of the method, but I got him to win, and I'm confident he's gonna do it. Now we're at that time where me and you guys in the chat, all 7 of you, we are going to. I want you to put your most confident picks onto the card. So just start throwing them out there. And if I agree with these picks, we're going to put together two 3-leg parlays, and they're going to be totally separate. So we got one parlay with 3 people and another parlay with 3 people. Mash them all together and see what. And let's make some paper here, okay? Now, I think everyone in the world is on Mana Martinez. We should throw that because that's the curtain opener. Is anybody in disagreement that Mana Martinez, he's a super heavy favorite though, but it went down a little bit. I don't like doing too big of favorites. No Makhmed Muradovs, no Andre Petroskis, none of them, okay? Let me see. Mana Martinez is a minus 280. That one's doable. That's about the lowest I'm going on for that. So, all right. I'm going to start putting these together in here on the Bet Online. So, Mana Martinez, minus 280. Now we have to find 2 more fighters to match up with him for a 3-leg parlay. I like, and if you guys don't want to be active in the chat, I'm just going to tell you who I like, and I'm going to throw it in, see how it works. But go ahead and throw up your confident picks in the chat. I'm talking to you, Noah. I'm talking to you, P-Diz, and Silky. All you guys, throw your confident picks up in the chat, and we will see what comes out. So far, Mana Martinez. Then we're going to take... is anybody taking this dentist, or are y'all in agreement with just Dustin Jacoby? Okay, Mana Aldrich Barbosa. Okay. Jamal Emmers and let me see. Alessio Di Chirico. Alessio Di Chirico is good. Okay, so, yeah, I know. Very good point. Mana good after missing weight. Correct. Thank you. I'm good with both those guys, Jacoby and D-Rod. I like them. Yeah, I said no Muradov and no, who's the other ridiculous favorite? That Petroski. No Muradov, no Petroski. We want to make money on these bets. So, ooh. Ty Garcia, Ricky, Daniel, Edson. Okay, so Edson, that's 2 votes for Edson. I'm going to tally these as we go. So Mana's already in there. I'm going to put Edson in there. I can't do JJ Aldrich. I can't. I'm on the Greek girl, Demopoulos. I think she's going to use her jiu-jitsu. She got BJJ brown belt. I think she's going to use it, get it upset. I think I'm the only one in the world, but whatever. But anyway, I'm going to throw in Edson Barbosa with the Mana Martinez. So we got the first and the last. Let's use Edson Barbosa on our second 3-leg parlay, okay? How about Alessio Di Chirico? Nobody's taken Abdul Razak Al Hassan, correct? So, and I did see Silky likes Jacoby D-Rod. Yes, yes, I do too. Dustin Jacoby, minus 185. He's on there too. So we have Mana, Jacoby. Now one more. It's either like for this one more for this one. D-Rod or how about Di Chirico, Alessio? Everyone agree, Alessio? Yeah, Jacoby's on it. Mana's on it. What? Yeah, you're watching it live. I get you. So, okay. Okay, we're gonna put. Man, this is tough. This one we're gonna put D-Rod. Is anybody taking Kevin Lee or no? Perfect, right there. That's it. That's it, right there. Mana, Jacoby, D-Rod. Let's see what that pays up. Parlay. This one I'm going to put half a unit, which is, for me, half a unit is $10. Place my bet. That pays out 37. So it's a plus 370. Not bad. Confirm bet. Okay, now let's make another one. With this one, next one, I want Sam Alvey in it. Because he's an underdog. This one we're going to try to make a nicer payout. Close. Okay. So we're going to start with Sam Alvey. Anybody reject like taking Wellington Turman in that? Anyone got an argument for Wellington Turman? This one's going to be the better payout one right here. Sam Alvey, Brady high stand. This is going to be the riskier one. High stand because he's an underdog too. We're going to try to take all underdogs on this parlay. Sam Alvey, Brady high stand. We need one more, either underdog or slight. Oh, Edson Barboza. Done deal. Minus 122. Not he's a favorite, but he's barely a favorite. Let's parlay that sucker now. Now let's see what this pays out for $10. Half a unit. It's my bet. And that $72.88. $10 bet on that, $72.88. Oh man. You know who I almost got to do this show with me? Chris Motinho. Soulless Chris Motinho. He's on my Instagram. He's busy though. Imagine that. That would be great. Oh, add Jake Paul to your parlay. Easy money. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of Jake Paul, but you're right. He's probably gonna win. But I can't do it. I can't. He's just such a YouTube guy. I don't know. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of Logan and Jake Paul forever. Yeah, I got Brady on there. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Confirm bet. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to copy paste the bets. Pending wagers. I got a ton of them too. Okay, most recently, here we go. We got this parlay, copy, StreamYard, paste. And that is, actually, let's put it up here, plus 370. Plus 370. It's all jumbled, but look, plus 370. We got Mana Martinez, Dustin Jacoby, D-Rod. Now that one is a gimme. That one's, I'm very confident with that one. Okay. The next one I'm also confident with, and this one's going to be a much better payout. Next one we've got Sam Alvey, Brady Highstand, and Edson Barboza. Paste. And this one is plus. Let me see. Plus 728. Okay, plus 728. Sam Alvey, Brady Highstand, and Edson Barboza. That is a good one. Paul Parents, rich as shit, got him involved with Disney and sponsorships. Takes money to make it. Yeah, I know. I'm just super jealous of him. I wish. Well, good for him. I just want to see him lose to some. I want to see him lose one of these UFC fights. I want to see him fight somebody decent. Not Tyrone Woodley. Come on. That's why. I mean, I'm not going to even. I have no action going on that thing because I can't bet against the people I want. I mean, I can't bet for people I want to see lose. It goes against what I believe in. All right, guys. I think that just about does it. I've been on for an hour and 36 minutes. Not too crazy. I appreciate everybody tuning in with me, making these 2-3 leg parlays here. I did do a full card bet, and you can go back in the recap. You can see all these people who I picked, any of my shows. Man, he does got the crazy eyebrows, right? But you know what? I'll tell you what. UFC Bro Picks is the reason I flipped from Ricky Terchois, what the hell is it? How do you say his last name? Hadouken, Rick, to Brady Highstand, because I watched UFC Bro Picks and his video convinced me to flip on to Brady. Just saying. But yeah, that's great that he brought up his eyebrows. They're awesome, man. I kind of want to pull up his video right now. I want to pull up his thing. Oh, I'm starting to feel these Miller Lights. But you know, I started with vodka drinks much earlier. So this is just like I said. I almost didn't do this show. I almost nodded out while I was getting ready for this show when I was trying to find a co-host. But anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna sign out now. Be sure to you're absolutely correct. That's why I went from vodka drinks to light beer. I'm trying to watch my carbs. But anyway, yeah, I do that too, but not tonight. I could, but it's not the same when I don't have anybody to drink. I don't like drinking alone. I'm not one of those I drink alone guys. But thank you all for tuning in, watching my recap show on the capper comparison picks for UFC Vegas 35. I wish all you guys the best of luck. Be sure to play those parlays, man. This one pays out 370, and they're all favorites. Minus 280, minus 185. D-Rod is not a favorite. He's the only one not a favorite, but he's the one making it so it's plus money. And then this one is a big all underdogs. Sam Alvey, underdog. Brady Highstand, underdog. And Edson Barboza is not the underdog. He's He's the one favorite out of that. But look, plus 728 on that parlay. Absolutely, get that. Okay, I got to sign out now. Thanks, all you guys. Thanks for tuning in for me. And I wish you all the best luck tomorrow if you're doing any gambling. And if not, I wish you good. You know what? Go on Tapology. Just play the game. Just make your picks. I mean, you can challenge me. Ranj Capper on Tapology. My what's it? I'm not even tapped in, but my name is Ranj Capper on Tapology. I'm gonna tap in right now. Big. I almost said my password. Yeah, on Tapology, Ranj Capper. It's all. That's what my name is. Shows me in front of the whiteboards with a flash shirt. And oh, how's PFL going, guys? Thought you guys keep me in line with that. PFL, Invicta, LFA just started too, I think, right? Yeah, LFA also just started. Tonight, Bruno Souza is fighting. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to just try to watch one of these lesser regional stream things. And good luck on your bets. Jake Paul's the GOAT. Oh, you guys keep me on here. I got to get off. So good luck on your bets. I will see you guys next week when I go over the next event. I don't know what that is, but definitely I'll be covering it as I do every single week. So signing out. Thanks for watching.